Hey, cycle breakers and barrier breakers alike. Welcome to the Fuck That Bullshit podcast, where we advocate, educate, motivate, and create a safe space for you to embrace the mental wealth of marginalized and disenfranchised communities. We are serving no bullshit knowledge, tools, strategies, and insights. And yes, we will be entertaining. Our goal each episode is for you to leave feeling empowered, ready to take action and make meaningful choices that pave the way to your abundant mental wealth. So enjoy, like, subscribe, share, and discuss. Make sure you save it too, just in case you want to look back at it and get some more tips and things. The PTBS podcast is for education, empowerment, and inspiration. It is not a substitute for therapy or professional mental health care. If you're in need of additional support, please reach out to a licensed mental health provider. Warning: the Fuck That Bullshit podcast is intended for mature audiences only. This podcast contains raw, unfiltered conversations about mental health, social issues, and breaking generational cycles. We keep it real, unapologetic, and explicit because healing and empowerment require honesty. We're going to have strong language and adult themes, unfiltered discussions on race, identity, and mental wealth, challenging bullshit narratives without censorship. So if you're easily offended, this might not be for you, and it's definitely not for kids. But if you're ready for bold, barrier-breaking conversations that empower, educate, and entertain, tap in and let's fuck that bullshit together. Let's go. Hey.
What it is, what it is.
It'll be like, welcome, our people to the Fuck That Bullshit podcast in the house. Yeah.
Indeed.
We got our wonderful gentleman hosts, Big Fred and Brian G. Money Turner.
What it is, what it is.
I, of course, am your favorite no bullshit therapist, mental wealth coach, and PTBS podcast host. See how that rolled off the tongue? I did that.
Yeah, you've been practicing that shit, huh? Yeah, I was in the mirror with that.
Yeah, I was. You know, I try to do it in under 6 seconds on TikTok. That's as quick as I can get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Dig it. Hey, yo, look.
What?
I'm gonna tell y'all about a little thing that happened. Now, tell me your point of view on this here.
Okay.
I had a back to school party to DJ today. Book bag giveaway at Dangerous Beauty Salon here in Fredericksburg. Y'all get down there, they're gonna fix you up. So every year she has this event. They do the kids, get the kids fresh, and they do the backpack and school supply giveaway thing. It's real nice, hella nice every year. So I'm playing, and she got a new spot. So her old spot was in the mall. Okay. So in the mall you got noise restrictions. So I maintained the volume at what it is.
Right.
Event great, no problem. She got a spot now. Her new location, it's her own building. So I was outside. Kids had the bouncy slides. They had the freezer cup, man. It was great, right? At about 4 o'clock now, I've been out there since 11 o'clock this morning. At 4 o'clock, Fredericksburg cop pull up. So I'm watching him. I'm like, here we go with the bullshit.
Right.
He admits, like, yeah, I know about the event because they let him know, when you get your permits and everything like that.
Right.
So he go talk to somebody. I don't know who he talked to because I didn't see him. Then he came back to me, and he was like, he said, "Hey, I know, I know what the event is. You just need to turn it down a little bit." As before he started talking, I started turning it down.
Right.
Right. So I already knew,
Right.
that's what he was going to say.
Right.
So he got there about 4 o'clock. I was shutting down at 4:15. So I'm like,
Right.
you're late. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was like, yeah. I said, hey, no problem, man. I got you. No problem. And then he pauses and he says, if I get another call, I'm just going to have to come back here and do what I got to do. And I was like, well, why you? I'm like,
I said, okay.
Why you said all that? And I'm like, do what you gotta do then. You know what I'm saying? It was so much, and in the back of my head, I was like, don't say nothing. But I just said that and I laughed. I was just like, man, go ahead, bro.
Right.
I said it's already turned down. You know what I'm saying? But the bait, you know what I mean? When they try to bait you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all of it, what the fuck you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I got assault on a police officer and I ain't never touched it. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
I know that in all those kind of situations that they try to do stuff to pull you in and all that.
Yep.
I recognize that when I had accusations from some clients, the cop came over to the house and was asking me regular questions or whatever. So I'm answering all the questions appropriately or whatever and stuff like that. He gets to the accusation. I was like, whoa, pump your brakes, right? And stuff. As soon as he say that, I said, Fifth Amendment. I'm not saying anything else at this point. You can talk to my lawyer. I'm going to call my lawyer, right? He starts to poke. Well, what get your lawyer for? All you got to do is answer questions. If you wasn't guilty, you wouldn't be. Yeah, I was like, filth. That's all I kept saying.
Yep. Man, I don't watch enough cop shows tonight. The cops have the legal right to lie to your ass. You know what I'm saying? From we gonna protect you to ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit.
It's a power control. It's a manipulating.
Right.
It's, so I can make you look bad, even though you following what you're supposed to follow. You doing what you're supposed to. You was agreeable, right? You was like,
right, yeah. Because I'm like, oh yeah. I say, hey man, no problem. Turn it down. I'm ready to go.
Because he's looking for a fight.
Yep.
Yeah, they looking for something. I
mean,
mean, come on now.
Yeah, a little young whippersnapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He just looking. He want to trigger you so that all of a sudden now you get aggravated. He can elevate what he's saying, and it's gonna be you against him.
Yep.
That's it. You're gonna lose 8 times out of 10.
But he'd have had a bad fucking afternoon. I can tell you that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is shitty because and let me put this disclaimer out there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he was white. So it's like 5 minutes later, this white lady pulled up in a car, and then she got out and she started walking towards me. This was after that shit. Okay. So I'm like, I'm like, I said, man, I hope this white woman don't come over here with no bullshit because I'm telling you, I'm going off. All that lady asked, she said, they still giving away the book bags and stuff. I was like, oh, yeah. I said, the kid getting a haircut? She said, yeah, my son is in there now. I said, oh, go back around the front. I was like, about to cuss your ass out.
Somebody was about to get it.
What time you got? Bitch, don't ask me what fucking time it is, you motherfucker. You racist.
That's why I was ready to beat up the UPS lady that day because I was ready for the bitch. All she did was look at me. But I was hyper vigilant. I was ready for the sauce, right?
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But like, and you can't help it because you get interactions like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Bullshit. Now you hyper vigilant. You know.
Yeah. But and everybody that was over there was like, man, that was some bullshit. You know, you had already turned the shit down. I said, man, he trying to, they try to bait you in. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what that was. Because again, all day from 11, you've been there.
Yep, 11 o'clock that morning, and she at 11 o'clock, that shit was like thumping. Yeah. She was thumping.
Right. So, and I wonder if somebody called.
Yeah, they said somebody called. Well, we figured out who called.
Okay.
It was the barber. This guy, he's a barber. Cause she already got, signed okays from
Pays
all
from
the
everybody
surrounding
on the
neighbors.
block.
Right.
Right.
The competition, he called.
That's what it is.
And unfortunately, he's black.
Poor baby.
Mm.
Well, haterade comes in all flavors,
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Stop hating on a woman. Participate. If she do
For
this,
real.
sir, why don't you get involved and ask, can y'all partner and do it together? Oh,
Right.
God.
Thank you.
Right.
And then you can get some of your business in there too.
Yep, exactly.
Thank you. Because she can't cut
Conglomerate.
everybody's hair.
Right,
Yep.
exactly.
Y'all could have partnered up on that thing, and that could have been business for you on the freaking Saturday.
Yep. Well, I mean, that nigga need to go watch a barbershop too. You know what I'm saying? And get some fucking ideas.
Get some ideas.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but to answer the question, yeah, that was some bullshit. Yeah, that's all that was. Because all he had to say was, "Hey, sir, we got a call. Can you turn it down?"
Yep.
He was already turning it down.
Yep.
So really, all he had to say was, I just needed you to turn that down. We got a call. All right. Y'all have a good time.
And I would have definitely been understanding, because what it looked like to me he failed to realize is, in real life, black people don't act like that. That imaginary image that they have of us, it's not real. You know what I mean? That shit ain't real. We don't kirk off over every little fucking thing.
Really
not black people.
Niggas on the other hand.
Niggas do nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? But every black person is not a nigga.
Not a nigga. Yeah, that's total bullshit.
No.
All right.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Don't I have something for that?
You do have a bullshit for that. Go for it.
Wait.
Brother,
Shit.
But today, our focus is going to be on social media. Fuck that. It's just social media bullshit. The truth about how we use it and how it uses us.
It be using.
This topic was inspired by, Brian came up with the topic, but inspired by our great Dr. Umar.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. That's right.
About how Dr. Umar going to be our case study while we talk about this subject.
Yeah,
right?
Try to figure it out.
We're gonna figure this out, right? And so we could say, because the big question is social media using you, or are you using social media? Right. So before we get into Dr. Umar and his madness.
And it's mad.
It's mad. Tell me how y'all use social media. What, because we all Gen Xers, right? How do you use social media?
I can honestly say that this podcast is the most I use social media, for myself. Right. Outside of that, honestly, I'm sure I've said this before. I'm the funny video searching guy. Right. So I find them, and then I share them. Right now, I'm hooked on these AI babies.
Oh yeah,
the AI babies are fucking hilarious. So, but and even that, it's a use thing. I put it on there. People laugh. They be like, "Oh, I need it." I love when people say, "Oh, I needed that laugh today." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, because even with my DJ stuff, I kept saying I was gonna create a page and video some stuff, you know what I'm saying, and put on there, but I never even got around to doing that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I gotta get the right camera, you know what I'm saying? So that's the process. But yeah, outside of that, I think this is the most I use it as far as for me,
Okay. Where you Fred?
The podcast, I use it like way more now since we're doing the podcast. But before I was like research, looking up stuff, you know,
Amazon,
like
Amazon,
you know, like I had to fix something on my car one time.
Yep.
I went and looked it up.
Okay, all right, right, yeah.
You know, I used to do research stuff, and kind of like Brian, I like the funny videos. I like posting stupid videos,
Right.
like the talking animal videos. I love
them damn talking animals.
I love
I
them.
can go for an hour about the talking animals.
Yeah.
You know, and just like with like stuff, if my grandkids into something, like I'll look up stuff for them or watch stuff with them, stuff like that. But nothing like I don't sit there all day trying to see, you know, how many people got murdered in America.
Right.
Yeah, that's depressing. I don't want to watch that.
Okay, I got you. Because I use it mostly for business, right? I keep up with the family, those that do post.
Right.
All that. And I used to use it more personally and all that. Then I realized half the people on my page are people I really didn't know in real life, and I ain't like that. So
Right.
So that page got shut down. I started another one and just y'all on it. You know, but outside of that, everything else is just business stuff. And then for personally, y'all know I'm a TikToker, so I get on there to look for funny stuff, right? I get on there and look for spiritual stuff, esoteric stuff, metaphysical stuff, education, you know, try to find out new stuff. I find more of our history on TikTok than I do anywhere else, you know. So
I gotta get with TikTok. I don't be TikToking.
You gotta
TikTok, bro.
There's a lot of buttons on there.
There is a lot of buttons. There's a lot of buttons. What I like about TikTok, because it is truly like the people's, you know, which is why it was such a big uproar when, you know, all Trump stuff was happening or whatever. TikTok is the only place, only platform where you can get on and be exactly yourself and nobody gives a fuck. That's what they want. They're looking for
TikTok kind of deep. All right. Shit.
Right. It's like, and there was a girl that did a post and she was like, you ain't did no ugly post yet? Get on here ugly. That's what we want to see. You know, and stuff. Because
it's crazy because TikTok originates from China.
Yeah.
So you would think like they would restricted.
But don't they restrict it there?
Oh yeah.
But they don't give a shit what we do.
Yeah. But then like they also have Redbook, which is similar to TikTok, because that's where everybody went to when TikTok got banned, right? And so all of America ran to Redbook. Nobody knew a bit of Mandarin, you know. But there was a
what he said.
So they were welcoming the Americans, right? And they wanted to start teaching Mandarin. Like there were some people that already was doing that, but people were being intentional about teaching people Mandarin, just greetings and saying certain things and whatever, and all that. And so I think what unintentionally happened, because again, they do have certain restrictions, but in America, we learn what they give us, right?
Right.
Out through that interaction directly with the people is that they stereotype them like they stereotype us. They give us an image of them just like they give them an image of us and all that. So the things that
wait.
about people in China, at least those on that
again. Say that again for the people in the back, because I've been preaching that for years. But go ahead, just say it.
They will give you the narrative that they want you to have about the other people.
Yep.
This is how Black people have kept the narrative, because they tell y'all the narrative, right?
Yep.
And then Black folks don't believe in the narrative and operate in the narrative, thus equaling niggas, right?
Yep.
But they do it to every culture. They give each and every it's propaganda, right? I'm going to show you what I want you to know about these folks. You develop the stereotype, and now you're treating them as such, right? So I think as all things that I've noticed, what they expect to happen from a thing goes a different way.
Always.
They expect everybody to jump over there and find out the real. People were living in China and telling everybody how expensive America was. And people was in China going, oh no, here's my apartment. Da, 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 da. You know what I pay? Like $590 something a month. Damn, for all that? Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta pay 3 months in advance. And they don't care about no credit. They just care that I got the money. Well, you know what? 3 months in advance, 1 month in late, so no problem.
Yep. Through research, because I found out a lot of places are like that. We're like one of the few, and it's only a few places that care about your credit. It's like
America made credit up.
Right. Oh, hell yeah. Because it's like you
keep us from having access again.
Right. And that's all it is. That's all it is. Because what the hell does me not paying on my credit card have to do with me paying my rent?
Right.
Those are not two things. Yeah. Not two things.
Yeah.
Not equal.
They're in Nigeria, they do that the same way that Neil was talking about, because my daughter, per se, always talk about she wants to move to Africa. I really hope she gets her stuff together and can actually.
Yeah, she ain't got to get a lot together. Just need a passport and a plane ticket.
I saw they showed this apartment in Kenya. Was it Kenya or not? It was in Nigeria. Bruh, that motherfucker had marble floors.
Look.
Freaking walls, floor to ceiling windows, a freaking view to kill for. Like, I think it was like maybe $3,000 for the whole year.
Yeah,
you just pay that, and they don't give a damn about the credit.
Right. But now I got a coworker. She's from Nigeria, and she was telling me about. And I asked her, I said, man, look, how's Nigeria? Boom, 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 boom. She breaking down all, and everything is awesome. You know, the negatives are normal negatives. You know what I'm saying? You got asshole people that do asshole shit, but that's everywhere.
Certain areas you're not going to be able to get strong internet. And, you know, so it's the same thing here.
But
I'm economy right now in the suburbs.
Right. Economy-wise, it was better. So I was like, well, what the hell are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? What the hell are you doing here? And it's not even so much a knock on America. It's just the truth about America. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, you know, her husband got a job here, you know, so, you know, and I was like, okay. I was like, I get that. But I'm like, shit, I go back. But I'm telling you, I done had at least 3 clients at my job from Nigeria that came into that office and said, I want to cancel all my stuff. I'm going back home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because once you figure out that it's a scam,
Yep. Because she said, I thought this was different. Yep. I said you thought it was different because you based America off your television shows.
That's right.
That's all it is. You didn't base it off what was real. Because I said if I base Japan, China, Vietnam, if I based all those places off of my TV shows, and I remember there was a time in my life I thought they all knew karate. Right. I thought they all could run on bamboo trees and shit. Like they was just born like kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez, man. This is a normal part of life for you. But nah, I mean, and then you find out that's not true. And when they build a narrative around us, it's the same thing. But we're only depicted in that way. That's why I hate nigga movies.
Yeah.
Nigga movies. Yeah. Because it's us depicting us that way. From fucking Power. You know, from the high quality nigga movies to, you know, niggas killing niggas part 8. You know what I mean? All of them. You know what I'm saying? It's all of them, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, that goddamn Tyler Perry.
And of course, that's Tyler Perry. So we can see how narratives can be, you know, sent and have people portrayed in a certain way and such. So that's a lot of the downfalls of social media, because if you're not talking to the actual people, right? Which again is why I like TikTok, because it's more like Instagram seems more bougie, like, you know, show me your photos, show me how great things are.
Yeah, I don't get that shit either.
Yeah.
Right. And then Facebook is more of a connection point, I think, and people are using it a lot for business.
Mhm.
and stuff like that. Of course, LinkedIn is all business stuff or whatever. But people are also using it to, so like I would use that platform for business, but talk about mental health and mental wealth and things that's connected to that thing, you
Right.
know, and stuff like that. So that's a good deal.
Shit,
You
I
know,
thought LinkedIn. No, I'm out of touch. I thought LinkedIn was like Indeed.
well, you know what? Because
Okay.
it's a professional. You're not too far off because it's a
Okay, okay.
professional platform. You know, for your
Mhm.
business and for to present you as a business and all that. But like,
Okay.
they also look for a job on there, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
They
okay.
always send me advertisements. Are you hiring? Get this
Oh, okay.
package so that you can hire people and look for candidates and blah 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 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it is pretty much a fancy Indeed, right?
Okay. All right, I
With
get it.
you get to
All right, I
see.
wasn't off, y'all. I wasn't
So
off.
you
All
went
right.
completely off.
No, you wasn't. No, you could definitely find a job on LinkedIn.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. And they always sending me stuff, and I'm like, I'm not interested. Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so let's move to generations and social media. We post how we were raised. Boomers. What do you think boomers use most if they use social media?
Home impingement.
That might be accurate. Do y'all remember that commercial they had? Where this lady was putting pictures on the wall and she was acting like she was doing social media, but she was moving pictures around on the wall. And her friend said, "That's not how it works. That's not how any of this
Yeah,
works."
yeah, yeah, yeah. I do remember that one. Yep.
So
Yep.
that's what I think of when I think of boomers using.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
However, my mama before she passed, she got a hold to a little. She started using a little bit of Facebook pretty well.
Okay. Okay.
So it's pretty good. But mostly, according to Chat GBT,
Mm-hmm.
boomers
Mm-hmm.
usually use Facebook and it's more chain posts and family scrapbooking kind of,
Right.
Right. Yeah.
keeping up with the kids and all that kind of stuff. All right, here it is us, Gen X. What you think?
I think all the platforms.
Yeah. I think
I think yeah.
we try all of them and then
Yeah.
just
And see which
gravitate to the
one.
ones that we
Gravitate to the
like.
one with the less damn buttons.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
Yeah.
I've never been
Yeah.
able to use Twitter.
Yeah.
I never
Oh
picked up
man,
Twitter,
yeah.
and now there's Blue Sky, but it's set up like Twitter, so I still can't figure it out.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
The character limit was too much for me. How do I share? What do I? When do I don't know what to do. Okay, just forget that. Right.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
started
And
using this everything.
Snapchat, I was like, this shit is
I played with
baby
Snapchat
porn.
when it came out,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
But now you're right, it's baby porn now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all it
Yeah.
is. Baby
That's
porn.
all it is now. It's
You know.
just, like,
And Twitter is kind of turned into that too, where you can get porn on Twitter in a hot second. Yeah.
Damn.
People that be advertising their stuff on certain other people's platforms where they have a site of their page is set up to post other people's short form.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I still use it's X now. Because I used to use it a lot at one
Yeah.
time, and I was looking at something because I play poker, so I follow poker. They're on X a lot, and I clicked on one of them, and then went to some chick OnlyFans, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "What the hell?"
Damn.
and then I haven't, unless Kelly posts stuff, because she still posts periodically on
Right.
X.
Right.
That's the only time I even open the damn thing.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I deleted my. I mean, I only and just to show that the time frame, I didn't get Twitter until 2020 when Trump got elected.
Right.
So I got it then because people kept saying Trump tweeted this or Trump
Yeah, 'cause he was
tweeted
tweeting
that.
like
So
that.
I was
Right.
like, I said, I want to know what the fuck he tweeting.
Right.
But first, let me figure out what the fuck is a tweet. You know,
Exactly.
so I got on there, and then it was just the same stupid shit, and I kind of deleted it like right after that. Yeah, I couldn't fuck with that shit.
But definitely, and TikTok is, and I see us as like the gap generation because
Yeah. Oh yeah.
but we into the new school,
Right.
so we bridge
Right.
and stuff
And I
like
mean,
that. So I
and
agree
that-
that we tried we'll try everything that come
Right.
out, we try it and be like, that's too complicated.
Yeah.
but that makes sense because our generation is the generation. So we had what, 8 tracks,
Uh-huh.
cassette,
Yeah.
CDs,
We had experience.
ADATs.
Right.
We had that, the first gen of what AirPods, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, Walkman. So we are the transitional parent, right?
Yeah,
And remember, we
Yeah.
was young when all of this shit came out.
Right.
We young now, y'all, but we were younger. We were younger, when all of this stuff came out.
Yeah.
I remember one time sitting on the was at Mimi house. I was sitting on the porch with Papa, and I was listening to a CD on my Walkman. And he was like, "What's that?" And I was, breaking it down. I was telling him. I said, "Dang, I said, Papa, you came from the wind up record player all the way up to CD." he said, "Boy, I wonder how for the wind up ass record player." I said, "I know."
Yeah.
But
my grandfather was born in the 1800s.
but we are the generation. Like, we saw the changes, what I mean, and we were old enough to say something's changing,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas this new generation, the generation after us, was born into it.
Yeah.
Right.
So that would be our kids, and they more hip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because they more hip because they got all the stories from us. They know the history of the thing.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, we just talked about like pages and phones and flip phones and all that kind of stuff. And I was telling them like how pagers even progressed from having to put the number in, then you was able to leave a voicemail and call people back and all that. And then they got the two-way and all that stuff or whatever. So they was like
to make a comeback.
The
reason why I say that because most people send text messages.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if somebody was smart enough to bring the two-way pager back, I think it would hit.
It would hit.
I think
it definitely would.
I remember my two-way pager, boy.
Yeah, I know.
I would flip that motherfucker open. You had to put 911 in if it was emergency. Niggas had codes and shit. Yeah. Niggas had certain codes and shit. That shit was dope. But I'd be like, 949-5360911. My niggas in trouble. I gotta see what's happening. Shit, man, I remember 3:00 in the morning coming from the bottom line. Got a page. I was like, Bookie, pull over, man. I gotta call this motherfucker back.
Right.
You paid me.
Get that quarter out your pocket.
Exactly. Shit.
That's so true.
Yeah, man, for real. It was good times because our generation was the generation that we were advanced, but at the same time, we still knew how to be manual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like
I forgot who I was telling this to. Like, I'm like, okay, y'all got the iPhone 16. We experimented on the original iPhone.
Yep. Right. Which was really a business phone when it first came out.
Yeah. I'm like, BlackBerry. the BlackBerry.
That BlackBerry was the shit.
Like,
was the shit.
I love my BlackBerry.
BlackBerry was the shit. Made you feel important with an
Yes. Business phone. It's a business phone.
And I had no business. It had a BlackBerry.
Yep. I had like the Nokia BlackBerry knockoff. That motherfucker was like that big. It had buku buttons and shit on it. I used to take that big ass thing, slam it like, check this shit out, motherfuckers. I'm somebody in these streets. People like, ooh. Ain't using not one advanced feature on it.
That's how you got girls to notice you. You see them coming, you whip out that BlackBerry, they be like, damn, he got a BlackBerry. He must have a good job. He must be making $15 an hour.
But that was some money. Man, I had partners. I said, man, well, how much you making over there? It was like 17. God damn. You about to buy a house. You balling. I'm over here making 650 in prayer every day. Like, Lord Jesus.
Please, Lord.
Just let me get the rent and the lights this time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. But the AI says that we use for mostly Facebook groups, reconnection, but low overshare. I do agree we don't share a lot.
Right.
No,
right.
I barely share anything. It's got to be something real funny if I'm gonna share it.
No, when I say personal, I don't share nothing personal.
Right.
No.
I don't. You know,
No.
so much so.
If y'all ever notice, when I go on a trip, you don't see what the hell I'm at.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not taking no pictures in Vegas. You know, I got friends now, older friends. Every time they go out of town, you see that little airplane, like leaving DFW airport, going to Miami, Florida. Let me go work in your house tonight. I know your ass ain't on.
Right.
Yeah, I never got that. I never like sharing my location with my family. Cool. With the whole no.
Right. Because that's a lot of goddamn people you don't know.
Yeah.
And it's Facebook. Everybody can see that shit. So it's like, nah. Yeah, I've never seen the point in that shit.
Yeah, I got 600 something friends on Facebook. I guarantee you I only know not even 100.
Probably.
Yeah. It's like that. And I always say I'm gonna go through this list. Because sometimes I'll see what people that clicked me out and I'll be like, damn, wow, thanks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because the initial feeling was like, what?
You did. Oh,
it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I never really talked to you. You know, why the hell you sent me a friend request? You know.
Thank you. And now for me, even on the business account or whatever, I hate even adding people because it's usually somebody scamming or somebody like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Good morning, sweetheart. Right? Because I clicked the damn button the other day. I get the good morning. How are you? We're not friends.
Right. Yep.
And then rung the phone. Block, 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 block.
Yep.
I don't know you, and you ringing my phone. You're not doing that. So a lot of disrespect. All right, millennials.
Millennials
highlight reels mostly. What they say.
Yeah, that sounds about real. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my daughter do a lot of highlight reels. I noticed she do.
Yeah. Because I see Jaden always just running through reel after reel. They'll play it over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I be sitting there be like, and like it'll be somebody saying cheese and crackers, and then I just keep hearing cheese and crackers. I'm like, hey man, did you finish reading what they wrote on there yet? Because you just keep pressing that button over. Turn that shit down.
I pause this while I scroll up because I can't see it over. And it says semi-curated authenticity. So they semi-authentic, but they create kind of a medium authenticity.
Right. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can really see that too. Because someone that's this little young guy looked like he would be in the millennial category. Mm-hmm. He made a post and he was standing next to a Corvette, look like 2024, 2025. Mm-hmm. And he was like, why would anybody buy this fake supercar? Because this ain't no real supercar. What he paid for this, I paid for my first car when I was 16. I just typed in there, man, stop with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I said, y'all motherfuckers could just be anybody you want to be, and don't care how unrealistic it look and how unrealistic it is. You know, and it's crazy because that generation, they buy it, they believe it, and I know that they do because I see the way my son moves. It's like it's automatic expectation to I want a Hellcat, and I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And not even a thing like I want you to get it for me. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, good luck. You know, let
Right.
me know how that shit work out.
You research into investigation. How you gonna get that?
Right.
So Gen Z, TikTok equals open diary, meme warfare, and day in my life videos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
See that?
Very
Yeah. Yeah.
Gen Alpha.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Gen Alpha is the, let's see, I can't remember what years Gen Alpha is. Let me look.
That is like elementary school?
I'm talking about
Yeah, I think they're the youngest. Gen Alpha years
like
are,
your grandkids.
but
Okay.
it's 2010 and 2024.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Gen Alpha just
That
ended.
is my grandkids. Well, what they know?
Yeah. So
And
Gen
why
Alpha.
they even doing a thing?
So it says social media and gaming chats and YouTube personalities as role models.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My grandchildren will sit there and watch. I can't even remember the dude's name. All I know is he got like 7.5 million subscribers on YouTube, and all him and his family do is play video games.
Right.
Yeah.
And my grandchildren will be they'll lay on the floor and be like glued to the TV. And I'm like, so you was just playing a video game. You stopped playing your game to watch him play his game.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, some of those video game watching people are interesting. Because Xavier used to watch this one guy, and he was like, I guess some kind of Minecraft guru, which is how I learned there is so much more to Minecraft than I thought.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, Dan, I think Dan TM. I think that's his name.
That might be him.
Dude was creating whole freaking worlds. And I was like, damn, I thought this game, but there's no particular strategy to Minecraft. It's just
what
I love about Minecraft the most is if you want to make TNT, you need the actual ingredients. You have to you gotta actually find the actual shit and put all the shit together to create a thing. I was like, I love that though.
Yeah, because it's total creation.
Yeah.
Scratch, you know?
Oh yeah, because when Tyrese was younger, I used to sit there and be like, damn, this boy could be a chemist.
Right.
Like, he's like, I gotta get the iron in the ore, and no, you can't use that, Dad. You gotta use this. And I'm like,
but
I feel like I need to be going to LSU.
I'm not giving him Churn all them goddamn props. There's too many damn props. So stop it, Fred. Stop it. Because we learned the same things. If we go back to our time, DC and Marvel Comics, in every single solitary comic book, if they was making something, all of the ingredients were the actual ingredients. And they even gave us the actual measurements. You know what I'm saying? So our stuff was just as educational. We just didn't have no fancy ass bullshit.
Iron Man helped me pass chemistry in the 7th or 8th grade.
For me, it was Reed Richards. That was the only reason why I got into Fantastic Four the way I did. Because I was like, this dude,
he really
really be breaking down. Because I brought something up in the classroom, and it was like, yeah. Miss Brennan was like, yeah, that's it. And I was like, oh shit, this shit real. You know what I'm saying? I asked a professional. See, I was fact checking back then. That wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, thank you. You know, that's all right. So each generation uses it different. The thing that I see the most, because I have my adopted kids are millennials, and I see more Gen Z behavior in them with open diaries and meme warfare. Because what I noticed in and we're gonna touch this a little bit later with mental health too, is that people will like internet fight.
Oh yeah.
You know, so instead of going to the person and saying, yo, you pissed me off, They do what they call subtweeting, right? So I'm gonna say
Right.
something about you, but I ain't gonna say your name, but you know it's about you.
Right.
Right.
You know, and then back and forth or whatever, right? And all that. So I think also it's created a false sense of courage, is what I'll call it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I call them internet gangsters. Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I remember watching the movie Cyberbully
Yeah.
and all that. And I hated that movie so much because then it was, toward the beginning ages of, talking about cyberbullying and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't help it. But as a Gen Xer, the whole time that movie was on, I kept going, just turn it off. Just
Right.
turn it off. Don't sign on.
Yep.
They bullying you on, like, because it's different to be bullied in person. Like, you can't
Right.
way. But like, and I could not grasp why we not just turn that shit off. Like,
yeah,
like, like why you sit there and go to endure the pain,
right?
Fucking with you and all that.
And they do. Yeah. They do. They go right back to like, oh, I'm being cyber bullied. No, you could just log off.
Log off.
Click log out, and you're no longer cyber bullied. You know, problem solved.
I never ever got that one. And again, because we experience stuff in real life and not on a computer and stuff like that. And it's because if somebody start talking shit to me online, turn them off. Like, like I don't.
I'll see you at work tomorrow. Let's see if you have that same energy when I get to work.
When I get, let's talk about this face to face, right?
Let's see who want to lose their job.
And they also those that were born into social media, like you said, tend to see everything on there as truth. They tend to put all their business out there like it's normal. They do use it as a diary, And I was like, there's a lot of people out here. You sure you want everybody to know that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But you won't go to therapy because you don't want to talk to a stranger. So
no.
But you talk to 100 million strangers on a regular basis. Yes.
Those are the people that say, oh, I don't understand why life is so hard. Da, 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 da. But when you try and ask them what's wrong, they'll put in the little message letting you know all their business. Don't comment and ask me what's going on. Just pray for me.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But I see a lot of people our age be like, I don't want to talk about it. Just pray for me and my family. Yeah. I will not pray for you or your family. I don't know what I'm praying about. Like, God, Father God, here's a random prayer for a random situation. Right. You know best. Thank you, Jesus.
I don't know what's going on, Jesus, but
fix it.
Only God knows. Fix it. Jesus, take that will. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, but again, it's attention seeking, and I think, but and again, it's not new. It's not new. People been attention seeking. They just didn't have a platform until
right.
Now they got a platform for it, and they can. And it's funny the amount of people you'll see that will seriously respond to a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
people put some bullshit up there, and people were like, "Yeah, like they got this guy. He do these video. No, it's like comic book clips." Like from it's kind of like the newspaper comics.
Okay.
And it'll be like, yeah, she disrespected me and now I'm leaving her. But all of them are like these breakup things. And it's always the woman mistreating the man. And people in the comments will be like, yeah, I couldn't stay with a woman who disrespect me. And I'm thinking, but are you with a woman that disrespects you? Because this is just a comic strip. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at one. And I don't know, I don't understand why he did it, but the lady was standing in the window looking at the man leaving, and she had like another arm right there. So I was like, yeah, I'd have left too. That bitch got 3 arms. Then everybody was like, dang, yeah, I didn't even notice that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, bro, you want people to take your shit seriously, take your time. And it's not an AI.
Okay.
But unless you got an AI to generate the comic strip,
it could be. Yeah, maybe.
But like, motherfucker can do that shit. AI is some bullshit. Are we getting the cyber attack?
For real.
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
It sound like somebody on the CB radio.
I just got through watching Alien Prometheus. I'm like, damn, are we getting attacked? Oh yeah, because I'm watching them all in order. You got to watch them in order,
Okay,
so it can make sense to you. Don't watch.
They got a
new
series. Alien Earth is the new series that's getting ready to come out.
Yeah,
so I gotta
I'm
go
scared
back
of a series. I'm afraid of series because it's too much freaking character building. Because it's a series, we got to get to know these people. I don't care about your personal life. I care about the action. Get to the point. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna check it out. I got it saved on my thing for whenever.
Yeah. But I got a niece that used to do that. She hasn't done it here recently, but she used to always just throw random stuff online that was going on with her, and it got to that point to where, like, if I did, like, if I was really concerned, now I'm kind of not,
right?
Because you doing it all the time. If I ask you what's going on, you don't answer, you don't respond, you don't say anything. So now I'm like, okay, you got it.
Right.
That's how I looked at it. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because I used to respond to those too, but most of the time they're not. They just, like I said, they want the attention, or they want the comments and all that, and they want to create some sort of dialogue, but they don't want to tell you the whole deal and all that. Yeah. And I'm always like, and don't talk to me on here either. Like, call me.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. As a Gen Xer, if something really going on with me, I'm calling one of y'all or somebody else. I'm calling. I'm not gonna put my cry for help on social media and hope somebody responds. What's wrong, Fred? Maybe Shawnnell or Brian to see this. And then,
I hope they scroll across my page. I'm getting evicted, y'all. Look, they evicted me. Look at him. He is, you know what I'm saying? You need to be doing something else.
Right.
You got time to hit record. You got time to pay your rent.
Hey, man, I just saw your message 3 days later. What's going on?
Yep.
Never mind. Don't worry about it, bro. I already got put out. I'm living under the bridge. Don't worry about
it. You should have called me, though.
Exactly.
That would have been more than, so. But we're gonna
call me, dog. I had the money.
Race and ethnicity, cultural corners of the internet. So first we got my favorite, Black Twitter. You been on Black Twitter?
Nah.
Black Twitter.
No, I hear about it a lot. It sounds like a real powerful thing.
It was. It was. I don't know what it looked like now or whatever. I didn't get a hold to Black Twitter until Kanye said that thing about slavery.
He did say it though. He did.
What did he say again? I forgot.
He said that we wanted to be slaves. We was happy.
Slavery was a choice.
Yeah, slavery was
a choice. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
I see what he was trying to get at is mentality, but he did that all wrong.
Right.
So so I found, of course they was tearing it up. They was the people in the field with their laptops like, man, it's a choice. Like, and all that. So so that's the first time I experienced Black Twitter. But anytime there's a Black event like the brawl, like people go crazy, right?
Yeah.
And all that. And I saw kind of, I guess, a documentary kind of thing or whatever, where they were talking about like the power of the Black voice in Black Twitter, right? And it's our own subculture and all that kind of stuff. Now I don't know what it's doing right now because of X and all, and
right, yeah, a lot of control over there, right,
and stuff like that. And it's also the people use it a lot for activism. There's Latino TikTok where they do more family skits, cultural pride, bilingual humor.
Mucho bueno.
Right. And I found there's this lady on TikTok, and she does recipes and stuff like that, but she's like super big personality. She wear one eyelash halfway up off her thing, you know. And she repeats stuff to people over and over. I said 2 cups. I said 2, 1, 2. Got it. I like that. So she's real funny. And I got a hold of some of them too because of my son-in-law and all that, because he's exploring his culture and all that. Asian American spaces do a lot of representation talk, career game, and cultural nuance. I don't know because I don't be on their stuff, so I just gotta believe what they say.
Right.
Because I don't know. White Suburban Facebook, HOA gossip, concerned citizen posts.
Oh, they shooting. They shooting over here.
That sound like the ring chat.
That ring chat. They're shooting in Kingford's Crossing. Did you call the police? No. I got on this chat
to let y'all know.
Yeah, so y'all can be prepared. It's the blacks.
Yeah. And then what this is, discuss cultural humor, activism, and the flip side, stereotyping and exploitation. And of course, there'll always be that from our white people. And like even in our neighborhood Facebook, they'll, because basically there goes the neighborhood kind of talk, you know, because it's just ghetto now. And someone stole a bicycle. Why did he leave it in the middle of the sidewalk? And why do we have to be a black person that stole it? Like, you know, like take care of your shit. And so there's power in the culture of social media, but depending on how we use it. So I'm gonna take it there, and we're gonna fast forward to our friend Umar because culture.
All right, Dr. Umar.
Culture, right? We're gonna talk about gender differences and some mental health stuff. But so we see that Dr. Umar started out his social media journey as an activist, right?
Indeed, he did.
Yeah,
damn it. I was excited about that too.
Doing a damn thing, you know, Pan-Africanism, teaching the people about their culture and
sure enough.
I
was proud of my boy.
African and all that. And then he started slipping a little bit to where we was like, that's good, but this area right here, you step over the line with that one, like you sound.
Indeed.
So people start questioning, like, are you a doctor? Do you have an education?
Right.
Do you know what you're talking about? Right. This information, right? And I think we mentioned, yesterday or something about how part of his hook was always, you know, being kin to Frederick Douglass or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Because he mentioned it way too much. Like, all right. And I'm not saying it's not true, but let's treat it like it's 100% true.
Right.
So it's 100% true, but what the hell is that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? Because I tell people, Ike Turner, that's my uncle. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it helps me much, though.
Right.
Still, he wrote some good ass music.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and I can only think of like name dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you know, because all of us came to somebody from back then, and I'm sure our people whether they got into a book or not or whatever, but like all of us come from somewhere and all that, and so to say it initially, cool. That's a fun fact. That's cool.
Right.
But to keep saying it, like then people start questioning your credibility.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like you're trying to legitimize your blackness.
Right.
Being related to Frederick Douglass, that don't make you black.
Right.
If I was related to Barack Obama, that ain't gonna make us. Oh, he gotta be black. He was related to Barack or Trump. He's not black.
Right.
He's Hawaiian, whatever Hawaiian is.
Right, whatever Hawaiian is. So, like, to me, that's a cry for validation, right?
Yeah.
And all that. Which many people also use the internet use social media for validation, right? Look at me, see what I did, see what I'm doing, validate me. right? And not to say anything bad about anybody who does want to get on and talk for what you've done. Great. Not saying that everybody is seeking validation, but those who are, if the shoe fit. Because you are allowed to strut your stuff when you do your thing.
Right.
So it says for some people he's a cultural cornerstone in the introduction to Black history and consciousness. And a lot of it came from his Instagram lives and YouTube sermons. So he's Gen X, and his style is usually like lectures, right? And he does IG live, and they say for about an hour and a half, and he does teaching, or what he calls teaching.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched a lot of his stuff, and it starts off strong. You know what I mean? Like it's you be into it, and that's what I'm saying. Like I was saying yesterday, when he first hit the scene, like I was super excited. I'm like, man, I'm about to support the hell out of this dude, you know. Right. But and I watched a lot of his little seminars or whatever, and they were good. They were good. It was like, I think initially, like he would stay on the point. It was like, I came here to make this point.
This point,
yeah. And it was
because he was really good at staying on point. Because people would try to make him veer, but he would.
Right. He was like, he didn't. He never really, flip flopped and all that. Right. And I think it was the school thing. Once the school thing came about. I was like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I thought you already had money. You know what I mean?
Right. So do you think, because anything you do on the internet can be turned into a meme. And so when the Snow Bunny thing started, that became memeable. Right. And now, even when I was looking up stuff, there's where because they're using his expression as a meme and all that. So say if it's a white person with a Black person and somebody might say something,
I saw those.
Going,
right. And then he
Right. So like it's not a PR campaign, but somebody clipped it and cut it, and now that's everywhere, right?
Right.
All that. So still giving him some popularity. The facial expressions, rants, and all the stuff. People remix all of that stuff all the time. All the time, right? So it's funny, but did that take away from the mission?
Well,
I think it did.
Well, I know it definitely did, but it didn't in a way as well. So here's how, it did for the obvious way that we see. But the crap part is he was trying to put himself into a position of power, but instead of gaining power and respect, because you got to gain the respect first. You get the respect from the people, and especially the people that follow you. No matter what they do, they can't crack you. You know what I'm saying? So because all right, look at this. There's a Black man been very popular forever, right? Everybody know him, but nobody disrespects him. You know what I mean? Nobody treats him that way. Now, the man I'm talking about, Denzel goddamn Washington. You know what I'm saying? Nobody fucks with him like that.
Nobody.
Because he has the respect. If anything, even when people do, because they got this one guy that's ever said, dude, man, and he do a good Denzel impression.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he is really, he's so good. If you close your eyes, you don't even know what So here, but the thing is, when people say anything about Denzel, it's respectful. You know what I'm saying? It's always with some kind of, honor. But this dude, it's almost like he instead of building a platform of, I know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? He started into dumb shit, like even the Snow Bunny thing. And I think that was like a big part of his downfall too, because it's like, brother, that's your opinion. Right. That's your opinion. Even if you base it on facts, those facts are still opinionated, because
Right.
there's nothing about a white woman being with a black man and then that white woman dogs that black man out. It's
Mhm.
any different than a black woman being with a black man and then that black woman
Woman
dogs
dogs
that
that
black
man
man out. So it's not even a fact. It's not a white people fact, but it is a people fact. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
Right.
and then of course with the school thing and
Mhm.
it was just one downfall after another. And with his recent antics, because for he can hang it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can hang it up.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I say. I think nobody has respect now.
Right. No.
Nobody.
No.
Even people who felt like he had good points, and he had some great points.
Freaking awesome points.
Fucking awesome points.
Yep.
So now nobody's gonna respect what it is that you saying, doing, and I'm paying attention even in how he is presenting himself and asking for money and all that kind of stuff or whatever. Like, it's disrespectful.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
how can
It's like,
you stand as a Pan-African man who's always about respecting but you are live disrespecting people?
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. You gonna call me a loser and then ask me to send you some money? I don't even
Yeah.
know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I bet you if the lover of the snow bunny sent him $1,000 and then with a photo of him and his snow bunny wife, he ain't sending that money back.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the shitty thing. He'll probably talk about him like shit.
Oh, yeah, he'll talk about it like shit.
While holding the damn picture. You know, and cashing the check at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Real talk. So, what else about him? We just talked about his asking for money and things and other causes. So he's kind of like we've seen both ends of him on social media.
Right.
Seen,
yeah.
We've
seen his potential and his downfall.
Right, right.
You know
seeing how he's misusing it now, and all that. So I'm gonna swing back around to gender differences for social media use. I keep saying internet, but social media use. Women, it says aesthetics, vulnerability posts, and soft life vibes. I think there's a lot more of that to women than just that.
Yeah. so like that's the description of women in social media.
What women do with social media and how they use it for aesthetics, vulnerability posts, and soft life vibes.
Yeah, I mean, but I see a lot of tough guy women.
Yeah,
Right.
I've been seeing more of them.
Yeah.
I do think women are starting to use those platforms as whatever they need it for.
Right. Yeah.
This thing, whether it be the softer side of Sears, or my soft life, or whether it be fuck that shit,
Yeah.
we're using it in all areas for all things. Men says more lurking, meme drops, and avoiding emotional overshares.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's intentional with avoiding emotional overshares. I think it just don't cross most men's mind. Because it seems
not bad in real life either.
Right. Yeah. And I think men, as far as social media is concerned, like we deal with shit more in reality than on social media. Yeah. I'm not gonna like if I'm changing the freaking carburetor in my car, I'm gonna post that. Like, yo, check this out, because I was looking for something and I couldn't find nothing. So I made this video. You know what I'm saying? But if me and my old lady going through, I ain't gonna be on social media. Like, yeah, man, we really, I don't know what's happening. Y'all chat GBT me. You know what I'm saying? It's like we ain't gonna do that shit. And I think a lot of times, even when women do it, I always feel like it's more of a skit than that something actually happened to them. I think maybe they either happened to somebody they know, or they saw something, or they even thought about something, and then they created a situation, and then just made themselves the focal point, and then just did that, because some of the stuff seemed a little too personal.
Right.
It seemed a little too personal, and then the way they talk about it is too professional. So I'm like, if you're emotional as the situation says you are, you wouldn't be as well spoken in this situation right now.
Right.
Yeah, because then that's how I identify if somebody is disheveled or not, right? You know, when you're emotional, you all over the place. Like the thinking part of your brain don't even work. You know,
exactly.
You know, but you put this together so eloquently.
I know, huh?
You know? LGBTQ plus folks use for safe spaces, identity affirmation, activism. I see that.
Yeah, I see that.
Now remember, in all these things, people are messy and they do dumb shit. So don't forget that. So how do you think gender norms dictate what's acceptable to share and what's doing too much?
Well, I think for men, well, obviously, and obviously, big booty women must be getting the attention it needs, because it's like everywhere on Facebook now, and it's like, but it's dumb. It's from professional photographers to just some regular lady in the kitchen getting something out the refrigerator and got her ass poking out. So I'm like, but and of course, like, you know, it's a money thing. So I think from the gender norms, from a man's perspective, you know, it's that support of that thing. I think at one time, and I don't know if it's still a big deal now, but at one time, the strong woman thing was heavy, because it was like I would see that over and over again. Well, you had the dumb shit, that I don't need a man thing. It was like, but you don't. Nothing says you have to have a man.
Right.
But everybody need everybody, so you're gonna need a man at some point. But I get what you're saying, but don't sound so absolute.
Right.
Well,
we need to put that on paper.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking like, damn, that shit did sound real smooth, and write that shit down.
It's recorded, so we can go back.
Yeah, that's true. So anybody using my shit, filing a lawsuit, I need 8,800,000. That's my magic number.
I like that.
But yeah, I think the gender norms, because I think as far as like ladies and their gender norms, right? I think there was a push at one point. They was trying to get out of that soft, cushy, that soft, cushy vibe to the point where, like, there's this one lady, she talked about relationships, and she was like, something about a man, about a woman, and then she go, yeah, and I'm like, but her face, her whole persona doesn't fit nothing she's saying.
Talk about, okay.
I was like, man, you don't look like you would ever say anything, especially that shit on the end. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe you got on too much makeup or something. I don't know, but it don't fit. But yeah, and I think for us ladies, they're trying to get out of the gender norms. You know what I mean? They were trying to get away from that. But as far as men, it's like the same, because most men videos, on social media tend to be comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's most of it is comedy,
Okay. Yeah. And I see men do, especially the younger men, like if they're into working out, they're like, they put up.
Oh my God. Yeah. Because Jaden and Devontae, and they got music in the background. I don't look at their videos, make me feel lazy and shit. Shit, I need to go to the fucking gym.
Go to the
gym. Then I look around. I look at that couch, and I'm like, nah. I'm gonna watch Perry Mason.
Oh, have mercy. And now there's more women that's doing gym stuff too, right?
Yeah, yep. Like I've seen that increase.
Now, of course, I don't like it, but it is what it is. That it's still sexualized,
Yes. Yes.
So even though you're working out, like, you still showing your booty, and all that. Like, do you have to use that angle, and stuff like that? So, yeah. I am going to play a commercial, and then we're gonna get to the mental health aspect.
Dig it.
Boom. Hey, Cycle Breakers. I'm Shawnnell Batiste.
your favorite no bullshit therapist and mental wealth coach, and founder of Choosing Empowerment. As barrier breakers, our core values are founded in the power of choice and the power of healthy relationships. We are dedicated to our mission to provide access to mental health services for marginalized and disenfranchised communities. Our primary communities that we serve are Black, people of color, foster and adopted, LGBTQIA, and formerly incarcerated communities. We fully understand the internal and external barriers facing our communities that prevent them from seeking care. We realize that one of our greatest assets and tools is connection. Therefore, we connect to our communities by letting them know that we see them, we hear them, we understand them, because we are them. We seek to educate and inform so that our communities are aware that it's okay not to be okay. But here at the Cycle Breaker Village, it's a safe place for healing, so you don't have to stay that way. If you're interested in learning more, feel free to reach out to us at nobs@choosingempowerment.com. We break barriers so you can break cycles.
Yeah, we do. What you playing over there?
I was responding to a text message.
Oh, baby.
I'm popular.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Yes. All right. So mental health aspect. I tend to get on the internet and diagnose people. I'm just gonna put it out there, because I'm a therapist and I analyze behavior. So when people put certain posts up, I go, she probably suffering with XYZ, right?
Right.
Or she is attention seeking, or she is blah blah blah, right? And all that. So I had ChatGPT kind of break down some of the major disorders and say what the behaviors were online. So anxiety, we see doom scrolling and reassurance seeking.
Yep. I've seen that because I too analyze people because I'm a Virgo and that's what we do. I judge the shit out of them.
And you also study psychology. So
indeed. And let me stop leaving that out. I do have a degree in psychology. Let me put that out there. I'm not just judging you. I'm judging you professionally and
that's right. I love that.
Well, let me let y'all know, when I judge your ass, I'm judging you from a nigga standpoint. I'm gonna and I'm gonna say that shit is stupid. I'm gonna leave it just like that.
Real.
My ghetto psychology degree is all that work.
No, that counts too.
Love the intelligent hoodlum, goddammit.
That's right.
Thank you.
Right. You got to go to school. I tell people all the time, I was like, I got my degrees and things. However, a lot of stuff that I talk about, I know from experience in the street.
Exactly. That was the first thing I learned in psychology. Like, wow, I ain't need none of this.
Like, so getting all the degrees and the licenses, that's just because the white man say we got to do that in order to help people. That's it.
And none of it is free. So
none of it is free, Well, mine turned out to be free because my loans got canceled. So
Joe hooked you up.
Thank you.
I'm on a waiting list. I'm on some kind of list.
On the list because you never know what's gonna happen.
Right. Because until then, deferment is my friend.
Oh, baby.
I've been deferring my ass off.
Telling you, I will forbearance your ass to the end of time.
I went from deferment to forbearance, and then they started them income sensitive plans. On that, zero payment every month.
Yep. There you go.
Still in good standing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just keep them in good standing, people. Keep them in good standing. Depression, vanishing or posting more for connection.
I've seen that.
And I see I guess I see attention seeking with that too sometimes. Which probably is not all depression and all that, but people reaching out online versus calling somebody.
Right. Yeah. Now I've seen that.
Statements like we was talking about before. Like some of people really are depressed, but don't seem to feel comfortable just calling somebody.
Right.
And waiting for somebody to reach out to them, I guess. BPD, which is borderline personality disorder. And that disorder is rooted in a fear of abandonment, posting for validation, emotional highs and lows, and rejection spirals. Absolutely. That disorder, I think, is the most posting, because they're going to seek validation. They're going to be sad and devastated when they don't get the validation that they're looking for. It's like I'm going to put this out here for people to see and tell me I'm great. But as soon as somebody tell me I'm not great or challenge me or whatever the case may be, I'm going to see it as rejection. And then it's going to be woe is me. And then it's going to be like, I want to kill myself. So it's going to be like, there's a lot of emotions involved in BPD and all that.
Real quick. I heard the dog barking.
Yep.
Went black. And I don't hear the dog.
That what?
What a dog at?
He right there. I look, and when I cut the camera off, I was about to throw this can at his ass.
I knew
must
he was
have had
doing
Diet
something
Coke in a
there.
can. I was like, I'm about to knock your ass unconscious.
I heard his screen went black.
Huh?
Bad.
Yep. Well, you're not about to choke it. Y'all better come get y'all dog.
Almost armed. Okay. So and BPD is a big one. I think I see a lot of borderline folks or whatever. ADHD, compulsive posting, hyperfixation trends, and inconsistency. Well, I can vouch for the inconsistency because I'm very inconsistent with my posts, even for my business on the internet, and I got pissed off when I was on TikTok and they're like, this is how you grow your channel. And you have to post every day. Cool. I can post every day. I can figure that out. I only make 60-second posts at a time anyway. All right. Cool. Somebody one day got on there and said, in really order to do this thing, you got to post 20 times a day. Fuck you.
Right. 20 times a day.
Y'all living your life on the internet, and I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Right. And unless that's your thing. That's what you do. Yeah. Right. That's how you pay your bills. Yes. Right. 20 times a day.
And all that. And I will say that to people, especially TikTok people, and this is my PSA. While TikTok is a great way for you to earn revenue, please have something else in your pocket.
Right. Because I can't tell you how many people that came out and they had really good little skit things they was doing. They were entertaining, and there was the funny ones because that's the people I follow.
Right.
And then one day they was gone. You know what I mean? One day it just wasn't there. And they probably working at KFC or something, and churches, depend on what region they in,
I was listening to all people who really was freaking out when the band thing was happening, and they was like, oh my Lord, this is how I make all the money that I make. And I'm like, you should always have more than one source of income or some other side hustle or something, because they can flip on any of this stuff at any point.
Yeah. This and they put on their content creator, self-employment. No, you're not self-employed because somebody else holds the keys to your job. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And so I was disappointed in the people about that. But that's my PSA. Do your TikTok thing, make your money, ball out, but have a backup, have something else that you can lean into. With my entrepreneurship, I can get a contract with several different people. I got a side contract now with a company for CPS. I got another side contract for disruptive events and stuff like that. So I have other backups in case something don't happen like I needed to happen here. I can pull these other resources, because that is true entrepreneurship. The ability to be able to make the money on your own without somebody holding the key, like you said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It says algorithms love your emotional triggers. Stop feeding them for free.
Yep.
That's how they work.
If you looked at what do you feel like is healthy posting?
Talking animals.
Talking animals.
Talking animals.
I mean, it is for me. I love talking animals.
Yeah, I think healthy posting is it's information and honest entertainment. You know what I mean? There's no there's no self-indulgence involved in, in what you're doing outside of saying, hey, I want to hip y'all to this. I want to show you this, or teach you something, or something like that. Or, just make you laugh. I think when people utilize it, right. When people begin to utilize it for their own personal ticks and problems, you know what I mean? And it's a difference when somebody posts something and it's like, hey, look at this, this beautiful tree. Now, go outside and enjoy outside. And that's it. And but it's something like, hey, I realized I have not been outside after I watched that video. Let me go outside and just enjoy outside. And then there's somebody on there like I don't know, two black chicks fighting in a swimming pool.
Right.
Well, what's the point of that? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, why you showing me this because of what? Like I can't even think of that. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think of what am I supposed to get from this? But when you look in the comments of things like that, it's that big. It's buku comment. Like, I'd have beat that whole ass. I'd have did this. Oh, you should have drowned that bitch. But then what you getting back is that's what you wanted. Because there was nothing else there. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Fred?
I like kind of like the historical information stuff for me a lot of times. Not so much as, hey, I'm showing you this clip on Black Wall Street. I'm not showing you this so you can hate every white person that walk down the street.
Right.
I'm showing you this is a piece of your history that you may not know because you watching two black chicks fighting in a swimming pool all
Exactly.
Or like I think I sent something out about the New Orleans massacre. I think I sent that out. That in the St. Bernard Parish massacre, that I made straight A's in Louisiana history, but none of that shit in none of the history books.
Right. None of them was in there.
And I got that from somebody, some little chick that was just she was from New Orleans and she posted it. And she didn't say nothing negative. She didn't even she said like, I'm not posting this to make y'all hate white people. I'm posting this so you can know your history.
Yeah.
Right. There's no ulterior motive in it.
Yeah, she didn't have to just right. This is something that you lived in New Orleans your whole life. You probably never knew this even happened.
Yeah,
right. I didn't. I'm gonna be straight up. I didn't.
Yeah.
I knew about Rosewood and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know that like right after the Civil War, we had a big ass riot that turned into a massacre, and how the people in St. Bernard Parish murdered all these people, ganged up in the middle of the night, came down there and just slaughtered people. Didn't know about that. They don't talk about that in Louisiana.
They don't.
So I like stuff like that, and I like the videos that make you laugh. I got the one guy, I think I done shared his videos before. Ace something. He make the little funny superhero videos with the voiceovers, which are like hilarious.
Oh, and I know you're talking about. Yeah. With the water. With water. When you do the Aquaman, dude. Yeah, this shit is funny. Because one of my favorites with him is the racist Superman.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta look at them. They are funny. Because it was one of those days where I needed a laugh.
Yeah.
And I was at work. I wasn't feeling work that day. I could have quit. One person would have came out there and sent me a stupid email. That would have been my last time working at the company. That would have been my last time working at the company.
Look, I wouldn't even kicked over at you. I'd have just casually walked out.
I'm at home, so all I would have had to do was just
turn off.
Yeah, that's it. Turn off. I'm done. And his video came on. I was laughing so hard I had to go on break. And I was good for the rest of the day. So those are the things that I think are like healthy.
Right.
Anything that can brighten your day or educate your mind.
Right. And that's the thing too. Like the bottom line is simply like if you posting something, are you giving me something or are you trying to take something away from
Oh, see, I
me?
like
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
like
Yeah.
it really comes down to that. That's why the take of videos, I take it personally. I take it all right, but I'm taking it
Yeah.
personally. But then you got to talk yourself out of putting in a comment because that's just a
Yeah.
waste.
Yeah.
45, yep, 45 minutes of your life you ain't getting back, you know.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I've done that 1,000
But
times when something angers me, and I'm like, and I'll
Right.
type something out. I was like, why am I wasting my time?
Yep.
yeah, that's
Yep.
me. I'll get pissed and I'll be like, yeah.
Yep.
And
Going
then
to
I
work.
stop and I look and I'll be like,
I'm doing that.
why? I'm not gonna give
Right.
this person
Yep.
a
My time.
comment. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna give you a mean emoji. Forget that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No attention is the best attention for you. Yeah.
Yep.
And stuff. So some responsible social media use is intentional posting, like y'all just talked about, being
Mhm.
intentional about what you're putting out there. Know why you're posting, because if you're posting with intent, then you're not posting out of emotional distraughtness,
Right.
or or trying to get something out of somebody or whatever,
Right.
and stuff like that. Or the whole chasing likes thing, because
Mhm.
they put a lot of emphasis on liking stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So much. I'm like, someone like my stuff. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. But that defines a lot of people's
It
lives,
does.
that their life is intertwined with social media. That like is like me saying, oh, I love you,
Right.
or giving you a hug. That like, oh, they really like me. They don't even know you.
They don't know you.
Right. But
Yeah.
but again, it's real life replacement though. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because in real life, I mean, you think about high school days pre-social media.
Right.
You wanted to be the popular kid, or you
Right.
wanted people to like you. You know what I'm saying? So now they
Mhm.
created a place where you can get likes, love, heart
Love.
emojis, all that shit.
Yeah.
The weird looking care emoji that's hugging the heart. You can get all that shit from total
Right.
fucking strangers. And then people walk away with the same warm and fuzzy feeling,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
it's artificial.
It's
You know
artificial.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's artificial.
Like crack.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? It
I
is. It
like
is
that.
like
Like
drugs. Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is. Yep, that's good because it is. It is like it's dopamine and
Yeah,
every
and that's
damn
what it
thing
is.
else. You
That's
know
what
what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
Dopamine is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody is dopamine seeking now, right?
Right.
For shorter periods of time, which comes to my number 2, boundaries with consumption, having limits on when and how long you scroll. Right.
Right.
Don't sit so long scrolling that you miss out on real life.
Right. Or
Yeah.
even fake life. And this is what I mean. I remember one time I
Yeah.
was scrolling and I was watching something on Netflix, and then I looked up at the TV and was like, "Wait, what the fuck happened?" Rewind, and that's when I was like, "Oh hell no, won't do this again." Because I felt like a fucking junkie. I was like, "Damn, I was all into that fucking video." You know what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
put that fucking phone down. You know what I mean? It's like I remember I predate this bullshit. I used to watch
And
a
that's
whole
what I
show.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's
Mhm.
going scroll, like you see one, like it's the shorts for me that get me.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
Yeah.
see one and it's funny as hell. You
Right.
flick and you see another one. You flick and you see another one. You look, when you first flick, it was 6:15.
Mhm.
You look up now, it's 8 o'clock, and you like,
Where did that time go?
and I'm like, what the hell?
It'll happen. Yeah.
And, yeah,
It's like
and
that
then
little time warp. You know?
right, and then I get frustrated because I'm like, I've been spending all my time looking at these dumbass videos.
Mhm.
I didn't wait. I didn't lost an hour and something that I can't
Yeah.
never get back now.
Yeah.
And all I've been doing is sitting right here.
Yeah. And understand, like, that's scientific. They study our brains, people.
Yep.
You know, they
Yeah,
know.
because it's all intentional.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's all intentional. That's just like they learned from stuff like TikTok that people got more dopamine swiping up than they did swiping backwards and forwards.
Mhm.
You know, or the scrolling was like scrolling up, and the shorter, what is it? If you're dopamine seeking, like if you can get that dopamine hit right quick, like crack, right?
Mhm.
It don't last long, so you need another hit real fast. So they
Yep.
made sure that you could keep getting that hit over and over and over again, and that's why you stay there.
Yep.
That's why you move. Even if it's something that's interesting, you can flip and you can get another one. Let's see what else you get.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, just like crack.
Just like
Yeah, I mean it's a reason why slot machines work. You know what I'm saying? You pull that lever, oh shit, oh, and what people don't realize is they just as caught up in the process as they are in the win. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. It is the whole, like you said, it's the whole process of putting the coin in, pulling the lever, watching the things go, bells, whistles, sounds. All that kind of stuff.
It's a reason why all of these things take place, people. It's not entertainment, it's psychological.
It is. And I paid attention
with the slot machines now. They still have the ones you were talking about. Now they're all on they're on
I seen the little computer screens,
pictures, and you got all this stuff,
right? And all that animation and bullshit.
Now you got all of this, and the little guy comes out in the middle of your bonus and throw coins, and you get excited because you're like, oh my god, I'm about to win something big, and he only give your ass $5.
Yep. There you go.
And then you disappointed. I just spent $1,500 in this machine and I only won 150.
Yeah.
But you was excited for that.
For that time.
Right.
That little bit of time. And
but
I'm the guy I'm the guy that'll walk up to you and say, this thing is on a random generator, and it doesn't matter if you smack the side of the machine or if the pot is full.
Right.
It's gonna bust when the computer says it's time for it to bust.
Yeah.
And then they'll literally cuss me out, tell me get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. But that's because they don't know the Vegas rule. And it's an old rule. The casino always wins. Always. 100%.
Yeah. Why am I gonna build a building where you get to come and win $1 million all the time?
All the time.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Right. Only need you to win $1 million once.
I need a few people to win a little bit of money so they can keep talking about how they win the money.
Right. And then you let that one motherfucker back in 1982 win that $1 million. The motherfuckers will keep coming there.
They keep coming. Yeah. They spend that $1 million right back in there. They give it back. And I realize
that's the thing. We don't care if you win because we know you're gonna.
You're coming right back.
Right.
You're gonna either blow it that same day, or if you're here for 2 weeks, you're gonna blow 75%.
Yeah, absolutely. And they can get it back. And I realized they've trained us for that as kids with arcades in places like that. Because now the little centers that are not like arcades that we had, but there's all bells and whistles and all the loudness. And when I was sitting in there, I was just like, this feel like when I was in Vegas. It feel like the casino. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Listening. So if you're excited riding rides and playing games and doing this stuff or whatever, well, you're gonna be just as excited when you go to the casino and give them all your money.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I want to open a casino. Are you crazy? I'll spend $10 million to make $100 million in 5 years. I done paid that thing off. Everything pure profit for me now.
Right.
Y'all got free rooms when I open my casino too. I'll make sure y'all get sweets. And y'all can eat for free too. You gotta spend your own money to play though. I ain't getting no damn money to play.
I want some comp chips.
You know what? I'll give you some comp chips.
I saw a casino. I know how this shit works.
All right. Number 3, protect your mental and emotional health. Mute, unfollow content that consistently triggers, angers, and drains you. Don't stay in it if it pisses you off, people.
Yeah, I'm doing like Brian do. I do like Brian do now. I've been reporting people.
Yep. Yeah. Because remember I told you that? Oh yeah. When I see something and I find it offensive, report it. And they always kick it back like after our review, we didn't find this offensive. We're like, okay, I shot my shot. Next. You know what I'm saying? Piss
But
me
guess
off.
what? They do that to us, though.
Anything
Mhm.
get it off of my feed, I'm gonna do that.
Black folk, they reporting it.
Right.
And that's the biggest issue that's been on TikTok too, is that they get what's called shadow banned or whatever. Or, they'll reduce and suppress your stuff and all that, and they ain't, because black folk be getting it on TikTok. They don't want that though. They don't want that.
Right.
They don't want that. They'll change the whole fucking algorithm to keep a good thing from rolling in the black community every time.
Yeah.
So I've learned, but of course I've learned about algorithms. So if it's something that I'm interested in, I just go search it and engage with the post, and it's gonna give me more of that.
Yep.
So I change my algorithm.
That's why the U.S. wanted to ban TikTok in the first place, because they wanted an American company to buy TikTok. Their whole thing, they was banning it because it was from China.
Right.
So
yeah.
they were spying on. Yeah, they were spying on us, and motherfuckers ain't spying. Everybody's spying on us.
Exactly.
Okay.
Everybody's spying on everybody.
So there ain't nothing new. That's been going on and all that. So but they wanted to be able to control that algorithm, because it's got the algorithm.
Yeah.
Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel.
Oh my God, that is good.
Yeah,
that is good, because them people broke too. They broke too.
Look at my 2 brand new cars.
Right. And then if you can get somebody behind the scenes, they'll go to somebody and be like, man, thanks for letting me do this video with your car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. And I learned that myself watching some people who every anniversary, there's all these wonderful, look at us. But behind the scenes, like, I know you personally, all it, like, y'all fighting all
right.
You don't know
right.
He was ready to get rid of you last week. So, that bullshit, respect for others. Fact check before sharing, especially heavy or controversial topics.
Yes, I do it every time, because sometimes I see some things and I'll be like, what? These motherfuckers trying to get us. And I'm like, wait. Wait. Did Trump really call my house yesterday and call me a bitch? Oh, that never happened. You know what I'm saying? Don't share that shit, because I've seen people share stuff, and I've watched, their video, and then been like, damn, what the hell going on? And then when I looking at somebody fact checked it for them and then screenshot it, that fact check and put it in, I was like, damn.
And that's purposeful too. You see something that ain't right, and you fact check it, put it in, spreading information and all. Respect people's privacy and not posting unflattering or sensitive images without permission. I try not to post nobody's stuff without permission. And when I get stuff from other people, I try to give them credit for their shit.
Yep.
So
even if one of my friends, like Antoinette, she used to post the funny shit. It was like we had this challenge going on, trying to see who could put up the most funny shit. So she would put up something funny, I would snatch it, but I would comment on, put a laughing emoji, then a big giant laughing emoji, and I would type in there and say, first I'm gonna laugh, and then I'm going to steal. You know what I'm saying? But even when we would do that, it was always trying to see who would get the most laughs on each other's shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah. Because even when I do my little, because even when I take pictures at my function, I try to do it at a distance where there's no real super clear view of the people at the function, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's people in the video that were a little closer, I'd be like, hey, I did this video, you know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna post it on my stuff. Is it okay? You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh yeah, post that. You know what I'm saying? So
because because even when I met up with the 2 little girls at the event and all that kind of stuff, I forgot to ask their parents for permission, so I blurred their faces off.
Right.
Kids, right?
But you do know, realistically, you don't have to. Yeah, not legally, because there's no right to privacy in public, in public places. So that's like somebody saying, oh my God, I can't believe they got my address. Well, your address is on the outside of your fucking you know what I'm saying? That's not PPI. It's not at all. It's public information.
Let it do with the HIPAA law, y'all.
Right? Yeah, review that shit.
Yeah, I just want respect for the people that I'm if I'm filming something or got somebody in it. I just want to respect they
right.
I feel like I don't want to cross anybody's
right. Yeah, and that's why I do it. Yeah, I just want the people to be comfortable with whatever it is I'm doing.
Yeah, I think I saw something where somebody tried to sue some Las Vegas blogger because he got them on a video, but they was in downtown Las Vegas. I'm like, bro, you outside. He got everybody.
Yeah.
Like he got everybody.
And it's crazy how people go off about that, but literally everywhere you go, you're on camera. You're on somebody's camera somewhere. Yeah. So it is. Yeah. Because areas that there is a right to privacy, there's no cameras there. You know what I'm saying? So it's,
I'm like, if you doing that, like if you go to the UK, they got video cameras everywhere, like damn near on every corner. So you gonna sue the UK government?
Right.
They got you on camera.
I don't remember what country or where it was, but like there's a camera and it's just showing that shot from that camera. And people just walking across the street. Now it's one of the cameras up on a pole.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Right.
Random people walking down the street. So 5, self-awareness and engagement. Pause before clapping back to trolls, unless you're intentionally using humor or education to flip it, like me and Brian.
Right. Yeah. Because I sure flipped it on that.
I'm learning how to do that.
Because it was an angry response at first, and then I was like, wait a minute, no, I will not cater to your emotions. Let's roll with this.
Yeah.
They were so confused. The confusion is what was funny. Except for the one dude. The dude that was like, cause he black. I said, hey man, thanks, brother. I appreciate you. And he just put a bunch of question marks. And I was like, I said, no, because of your honesty. And when I gave him that heart emoji, he gave me a smiley face emoji. Just like, you're welcome, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wait a minute. I didn't know bigotry was supposed to go like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they expect a certain response. Flip that shit.
Yeah. Exactly. And you just might help somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody might be like, you know what? Why am I acting like
this?
Right.
Yeah. Because bigotry don't make sense. Understand the difference between a healthy debate and an energy wasting argument.
Oh, I'm great at that. I know when a healthy debate is turning into bullshit, because then I'll be like, all right, and that's it. Conversation over. We ain't got nothing else to talk. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you all day.
And that's I'm gonna avoid an argument, and I say this to anybody, like try to avoid arguments with people on social media. For one, it's like, who the hell got time to type that fucking long? And I can 100% guarantee you're arguing with a total stranger. Because if it was somebody you knew personally, you wouldn't even engage there. You'd be like, you know what, bitch, I'm about to call you. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't argue with them there. It's like, I'm not gonna take that much time to argue with somebody.
Not online.
I wish people would really begin to see how ridiculous that shit look and how ridiculous it sounds. And because I know very few, but I know of people who have engaged in that, but then they'll come back and tell you about it like it was a real argument. And I'm like, that wasn't even a real argument. You don't even know that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And how I use it now is it's podcastable. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I'm telling you.
So somebody over here.
Yep. You know? Man, people at my job, they basically anything they said, it was like, yeah, and I thought that was unfair. I'm like, dang, that really was unfair. You know, we're gonna talk about that on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. I can go in the grocery store and be like, ooh, they're raising the price of these eggs again. I look at Melissa, talk about that shit on the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
So we are a good example of healthy use of social media, right?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like having healthy discussions. We do like debating and talking about things that are not the same opinion as ours and having a healthy debate. But we're not here to like shame nobody, make nobody.
Yeah, it's not a
Like,
put down scenario, right?
it's not, you know. Because and speaking of that, like that's another area. Podcasting is another area where things went left.
Yep.
You know, where
Yeah, I was just about to ask y'all that if y'all thought like podcasts then got to the point to where some people are just making podcasts to just argue about shit.
Yeah. I mean, because I give you with that Corey Holcomb shit basically is just I'm a hate on everybody. With my girl named Jaguar Wright.
Yeah.
That weird, ridiculous shit. And that hurt my feelings because I not only did I have a crush on her back in the day, I was a major fan. I got her first, second, and third album. I still got the CDs. Yeah. So I was like a big fan of hers. And now I'm looking at her now like, what in the fuck are you talking about? And why is this even remotely important? Because it's barely entertaining. Because even the things that she's saying is not, there's no you can't validate none of that. You know what I'm saying? And Corey Holcomb is, I thought I was a fan of his. And that's why I started following. I was excited when I first saw it. But then when I listened to him after that very first time, I was like, nah, bro, I can't do it with you.
But he just talk nonsense or what?
Oh, he basically just, he hates on everybody.
Everybody.
Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, and he's like, Kevin Hart ain't, Kevin Hart, he thought he was the man, but he ain't doing nothing but making. I'm like, yeah, bro, but what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And there's no logical, no
real substance to the
not at all.
What's the one? I can't remember his man's name. Black man, he got locks. He used to wear as a hat.
Oh yeah, he used to play football. Yeah, and he beefing right now with
you talking about
yeah, why I can't
he played for Carolina.
And I just was looking at him this morning too, and
because
why the hell I can't remember his name, but his is good.
Yeah, and I'm about to say
his podcast is good.
Like they have emotional breakdowns on the show and everything.
Right.
Like
But what you see in his is he respects his guests.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's always, no matter who it is, because I just watched one, he had Ray J on there, and I don't know what the fuck happened to him. But I remember wait a minute. Nah, this nigga just crazy. Now I'm like, I'm looking at the video, I'm looking at the podcast, like I was like, man, I wish I had Brandy's number. I was like, Brandy, come get your fucking brother, because this nigga is on drugs. You know what I'm saying? But he respects his host. He respects his guests. You know what I mean? And who I always thought was a fraud was Shannon Sharp.
I knew he was gonna say
it.
I
always thought that. And from the first time I saw it, I was like, this some bullshit. It's just well maintained bullshit. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's like clear poo. You know that's what this shit is. You know what I'm saying? It's clear.
We're gonna find us a transparent poo emoji.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And I knew his shit was bullshit. And then everybody made a big deal about the Cat Williams interview. And I'm like, I watched it. And I'm like, as usual, Cat Williams then sat there and said nothing. Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. A whole bunch of well, you know, that's pretty much his whole thing. You know what I'm saying? People like, oh yeah, they raped Ludacris. And then if somebody try to sue Cat Williams will say, I never said that. I never said that. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, look at the video. He never said that.
No, he letting everybody draw their own conclusions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty smooth, actually.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I respect his hustle.
Yeah. Gary's stupid. He knew exactly what he was doing when I watched that video. It's like he would say shit, but he'd leave it up to you
to decide,
to come up
Even-
with what you think he's saying.
Like, even when Shannon Sharp says, he'll ask the question like, so you saying that they got to Ludacris too? And he'll be like, well, I mean, what you think?
Right.
That's not an answer. You know what I'm saying? That's not an answer. The thing that pisses me off though is when people say, man, Cat Williams know about all that shit. Like Cat Williams don't know a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? You think that Cat Williams knows shit.
No.
And Cat Williams ain't, even Cat never said, I know all that shit.
He didn't.
Jaguar Wright, on the other hand, says she knows all that
Now,
shit.
she
She knows shit. That's what pisses me off with her, because it's like she always talking about what might happen to her and all of this, but then you just opening your mouth and you just saying shit. So it's like, fuck my family, fuck my husband, fuck my kids.
Right.
I'm gonna grab my 15 minutes of fame. And like, for real, she started getting on my nerves, because I'm like, so you claiming you knew all this shit. I know you was in the industry. I loved her music when she was a singer.
Yeah.
And now you wait till the shit hit the fan, and now you just telling everything. And like the dude that she do the podcast with, I don't even know what that nigga look like. I ain't never seen him. All I do is hear his voice.
He behind the camera.
Yep. He ain't stupid. That's what it is. but her whole gripe for the most part is she was supposed to be like the next Jill Scott. And then they passed her over and they got with Jill Scott. So now all of a sudden Jill Scott must have did something strange in order to, and that's how, she started telling that story. And then all of a sudden, just for no apparent reason, she not only, she started off telling that story. That's when she first got on this podcast run. And but now, strangely, for whatever reason, she knows everybody's business. I mean, even current, because she even talked about current artists.
Yeah, she did.
So I'm like, So I'm like, what are you on the board somewhere? You know, because it doesn't make sense. I can see when she was talking about her era and when she was in the business, but she only got 2 albums, so you wasn't in the business that long. You wasn't in the business that long, and clearly ain't no fucking body talking to you. So,
absolutely. You're gonna tell everybody, but saying nothing to you and all that. Yeah, and I wonder, even with all that stuff or whatever, because I used to listen to some of the stuff, just dissecting it for myself, which you'll never know any truth of anything from there. We don't know what happened. We can speculate, whatever the case may be, and all that. How much of that can you listen to before you get tired of hearing the same stuff?
Exactly, because it's the same thing with everybody. It's like
different people, right? Or or this one intertwined with that one, but it's still the same story, right? So like, there's only so much. Just like we talked about the Diddy thing, it's like, I don't care.
Right.
That was quick. I was like,
he's got baby oil. Look out.
Yeah. I'm like, when CNN and CBS and Fox start talking about it, I'll listen. Like right now, I'm not listening to every random mofo on the internet who swear they got inside information.
Right. It's shitty because I think too many people take entertainment news and treat it like weather, like local weather. You know what I'm saying? Like, because local weather is going to affect your life. If Diddy got a room full of baby oil, nah, your day gonna go the same.
Baby oil short.
Right. Now, if that nigga buying all the baby oil, then we need to talk about Diddy.
He had all the sanitizer, that'd be different.
Right. Yeah. But nah, he just like being, baby smooth. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And he like for his company to be baby smooth.
And that's all right. You know what I'm
saying? Like, shit. They came to his house.
Get
moisturized, my nigga. Get moisturized.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Like with him, is like I said, like all these people, like I said, everybody had something to say. And my whole thing was, y'all still gonna have this same energy when he don't go to jail?
Right.
Because I kind of knew when I started looking at the legal aspect of it. I'm like, this motherfucker wasn't trafficking women across the country. Y'all, they was voluntarily coming to his house.
Yep.
He ain't going to jail. And
they was trying to R. Kelly him. That's all.
Yeah, they're trying to R. Kelly him.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to R. Kelly him. And for whatever, and even people got their speculations about the reasons. Yeah. But it's like, I don't care. Know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like I don't care. And unfortunately, I don't think none of these people are that important or that vital to life, the economy, the current status of Black people in America, Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? So he's nothing about his life or his passing when he passes or anything that he does in the privacy of a room full of baby or has any positive effect on my life. So I'm not interested. And I'm not even mad at him. It's like obviously, because you've been doing you. You know what I'm saying? So
at the end of the day, Diddy was just a dude that had a record label with some good artists on it. Yeah. That's it.
He had hit or miss artists.
Yeah. I mean, he had Biggie. You know, I like Fate. I love Fate.
Yeah. Yeah, Fate was great.
Yeah. 112. You know, he had some
yodeling boy. Like, yodeling ass nigga. I hated 112. 112 was not Boys to Men.
Don't give on my boy Mace though.
Yeah. Now Mace was fine. Mace was fine. A lot more than Mace than people think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he taught Diddy how to dance. For real.
Yeah, because Mace can't dance either, but he a monster fucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? Right.
You know, and all that. You know, I like Total. Total was pretty good.
Yeah. Little Kim, you know. She couldn't rap, but she was cute.
Oh, Melissa said, don't forget Shine. Now Shine was his Tupac. Yeah, Shine was his Tupac. But now he's like a mayor or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he a prime minister. Yeah, some little country. Yeah, my man. He ain't no. And people like, when he get out of jail, he gonna kill Diddy. No, that nigga got out of jail and went on with his fucking life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boy, you damn nigga.
He just got out the country. He got out of jail, got out the country, said, forget this.
Yeah. For what? That's what I'm saying. For what?
Ain't no need. The last one is balance with real life. You don't let online connections replace your offline relationships.
Yes.
I think it might be kind of late for some people with that. I think they already.
They probably have.
But but you're right though. You're right.
Right. So if you live enough life away from the screen, you can actually have something real to post.
Right. Yeah. You know, and I don't get that either. Those people that be so on social media. I'm like, well, when did you even find this out?
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I realized, like, even at concerts, because when I went to the Jill Scott concert just before COVID, she said, like, in the beginning, like, take your pictures, do your videos, blah, 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 but can you put the phones down and enjoy the experience of being here? Because if you watch me through the screen, you might as well stay at home and order the video.
Exactly.
Jill Scott, damn it.
You know what I'm saying? And so even I noticed with my dog, and I tease them all the time, and I was like, we going places, and because the whole time we was gone, I was thinking about content too, right? And so I was like, I know, I love the fact that y'all stay present and you don't take a lot of pictures and you're not in your phone all the time, but take some pictures so we can have some memories.
Yeah. And that's why, like, with family events I always try to take pictures. Because somebody be like, because there have been times we have been having, conversations as a family and been like, was Heather at that party? I'm like, yeah. And then somebody be like, no, I don't think she was at that party. Like, wait a minute. I got a picture. It's a picture of Heather. She was at the party.
So, like, live life, but it's okay to capture life for memories and all that, but don't be so engrossed in the social media that you're not living life. Are there any things, as we wrap up, are there any things that you could think of that will make it better. Like, what can we do besides we know how to do it healthily for ourselves?
Right.
What can we have, even as like a podcast or whatever, to change how people do stuff to make social media better.
Well, I think doing this and there's plenty because Michelle Obama's podcast is great.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah, I love it. So I think more of this type of thing, and even and I and I stay giving shouts out to my man Joe Buttons. Even Joe Buttons is even if they not on like a political thing or anything like that. It's hip hop thing, but it's not ignorant at all. You know what I mean? It's because that's news too. Yeah, yeah. It's real conversations because I watch it all the time because I want my hip hop news. I just don't want the bullshit with it.
Right.
And but I think it's more, I think it's becoming a thing because I watch what my boy name? He was on Wild and Out. He got a podcast, him and his little crew, a bunch of comedians, the dude like I forgot, man. I don't know why I can't remember.
That's the boy with the tattoo.
Yep.
Yeah,
damn, I know who you're talking about.
But even his
like sitting on the couches.
Yep. Yeah. And a lot of, and if you from a watcher's point of view, you think there's some nigga shit. But it's not. It's really not. Yeah, it's really not. They ask real questions and they really like and again it's hip hop, and it's fan base related.
Right. I saw when Banner was on there.
Right. Yeah. And but it's not. So I think a lot of like your whack ass Corey Holcomb shits. I think those they starting to phase out because it's like you said, if you really listen to those, it's just the same shit over and over and over again. Right. And it's not an opinion based on opinion of others. It's an opinion based on the one motherfucker that's talking. Wow. And you can always tell how those are because Jaguar Wright thing is just this what I'm saying. This what I'm saying. This what I'm saying. Yeah. Corey Holcomb got two other people on the podcast. All they do is well, he said, well, so they're not really right. They're not really a part of a show. But then if you flip over and watch Joe Buttons, everybody
is engaged,
speaking their opinion. Yeah. Everybody's engaged. Or for real, if you watch Drink Champs,
I just caught that one. Drink
Champs. I've been on Drink Champs forever.
That was tight.
Drink Champs, the actual podcasters, they literally play the background. They put all the spotlight on their guests.
Oh shit!
All of it. He'll ask a question and he'll be like, yeah. And then even after they answer the question, if they have something in there, he'll be like, nah, expound on that. And they do the least. That's what I'm like. I say I've never seen a podcast where the host does the least amount of the fucking talking.
Yeah,
like he just wants to hear from the guest. So yeah. So I think more stuff like that is coming into play. So I think the tide is changing. It always does.
Yeah, it does.
Always does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think more wholesome stuff like what we're doing is coming back around and all that. I tell people that too, though. And I say that all the time with stuff like with AI or computerized this, or people will start to come back around to the simpler thing. It will lead people back to humanity and stuff like that.
In real life.
In real life. I told I see more kids outside now than I ever have.
Right.
Because they changing the game. You can't own your video game. So they're like, fuck it, I'm going to get on my bike.
Yeah.
I love that, right? My kids are not taking pictures all out on the street. We actually enjoying each other and in the real moment, right?
Yeah.
Like that. So it's going, like you say, it makes its way back around. And not everybody want vintage phones and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because my next phone purchase is the Razor Flip.
Right.
Because it's a flip. Right. Only because it's a flip.
I don't know. I don't know if it's Motorola, but I know the new phone that's out, and it's got the look of the BlackBerry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's I used to have one of those. I think it is Motorola.
Is Motorola?
I can't remember the name of it though, but they did say they was coming back out with that.
Yeah. And so like again, things come back around because people yearn for the thing that's simpler. and all
Right.
that. It's only
That's buttons.
so much improvement you can
That's
do on the
buttons.
iPhone. And even iPhone users are like, you selling us the same phone. Okay, now you
Yep.
start to take stuff away and sell it to us for more money. Like,
Yep.
you know, like
Yeah.
at some point it taps out, right? It maxes itself out.
Yeah.
And you got to go back to the beginning and the simpler thing, and that's what makes more sense and all that. So I will say for our Black History moment before we roll, while I was in New Orleans, we went to Edgar, Louisiana, and went to the Whitney Plantation, and it was a wonderful experience. And I found two videos, and these two videos are videos of the two highlight points for me on the tour that I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Number one.
We have to understand is everybody, as long as you were 2 years old and up, if you could walk, you could work. That was the rule out here. Like we said before, they worked from can't to can't, from can't see to can't see, from before the sun went up to after the sun went down. The stress on our bones was so great that even when slave bones were dug up, you can see the stress of work on their bones. They literally worked us to the bone. And some of our young kids, they was worked until their bones fell off. It was already said that there's a 10-year lifespan on this very plantation. No matter what age you came here, in 10 years, you were dead. If you came here at 12, you was dead at 22. If you came here at 30, you was dead at 40. 10 years was the maximum life expectancy to live on the Whitney Plantation.
Damn.
10 years. Craziness.
Yeah. And that wasn't from beatings or mistreatment, from work.
That's just from working. That's
Yep.
it. From can't see to can't see.
Yep. I'm going to use that shit, though. Yeah.
You know what? I can actually appreciate this more because I heard a story up in Oklahoma with they were doing something with the Native Americans, and they were kind of explaining after the Indian and the Army wars how when they, I guess, said, here go a little bit of y'all land and shit we don't want, y'all can have it. And how they walked these people for miles, like through snow and all of this, and how these people, the army people, were sleeping in tents and stuff, and they had to sleep outside in the elements.
Mm-hmm.
And how many people died on the way to those Indian reservations. It actually makes me appreciate this more when they tell them stories, because it's like, you know, we wasn't the only ones going through something like this, because, you know, they literally came here, said, we want y'all shit. We just gonna kill all y'all. No apparent reason. We'll make up a reason, and we just gonna kill all. And that's literally what they did. Like just tribes, a lot of tribes, no more.
Right.
You know, it was kind of emotional when I was listening to that story.
It is. And when we was there, it was very emotional. This other point is another good one.
There was a family that lived and worked on the Whitney Plantation until 1975. If you don't know, the Whitney Plantation is a plantation in Louisiana that operated for about 200 years. A couple of weeks ago, I shared my experience of taking a tour of the Whitney Plantation. It is now a museum and a historical site. And I shared a carousel of the things that I saw, the things that I learned, and the thing that is getting the most attention and the most questions is a slide that I shared about a family who lived and worked on the plantation until 1975. So I'm going to read from the Whitney Plantation's website. This is the only information that I've been able to find. Honestly, I just did a quick Google search. They say the plantation continued to operate until 1975 with resident workers and overseers. The two original slave cabins, which are on display at Whitney Plantation today, were the last workers' cabins that were still occupied in 1975 when the plantation shut down. Many families lived and worked at the Whitney Plantation throughout the 20th century, including Howard, Poach, Gordon, Joseph, Jasmine, Zerenge, Tassin, Grow, Narcissus, Jessie, 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 Gillard and Clover families, among dozens of others. Sorry if I butchered any of those names. But yeah, a lot of people are asking, what do you mean there were people living there and working there until 1975? These people would have been, I'm saying that like, oh, they weren't enslaved, it wasn't that bad. They would have been wage workers. But based on what I saw, which was the cabin, was not very modern even for 1975. There didn't appear to be any running water, and the bed had no actual mattress on it. You're wanting to learn more about this and these families that live there, go to the Whitney Plantation for a tour if you are able.
I was 5 years old in 1975.
I was sitting here doing the math.
I was born in 1972. Yeah.
7 years old with that shit.
When we was at that particular house, and we walked into it all that, we walked back outside. As soon as she said it, I looked up and I was just like, you know.
Yep. And that's why I go off on people so much. And it's a lot of black people that say it was a long time ago. That wasn't a long time ago.
That wasn't that long ago.
But it wasn't.
That wasn't that long ago.
We were little people.
They was working there when I was born.
Yeah. Thank you. They was working there. Crazy. But it's a good tour. It's real. It's emotional. It's enlightening. I want to go back and see it from different perspectives. And I'll put the links to all the things in the captions and stuff like that. So if anybody is going in that direction in Louisiana, go check it out. They tell you lots of great stories and all that stuff. And we even learned about, the Haitians, that, we could be descendants of Haitians because Haitians came through that port, and they on purpose decided to export them out because they spoke French and the people of New Orleans spoke French. I'm not you niggas thinking that you're going to be getting over because you speak
Yep.
So, I be telling everybody, parlez-vous français, bro. Parlez-vous français.
So on that note, everybody have a great week. Don't let no bullshit go down or happen with you. Remember that we are conscious, we're aware, we stay prepared, and we ain't never scared. Y'all choose to have
never scared.
Never scared. Y'all choose to have a no bullshit weekend. We'll see y'all on next Sunday.
Peace out.